Hello, everyone. I'm Lopi Clint. Welcome to our new moon meditation event. It's great to be here with you all, whether you're watching from Zoom, YouTube, or Facebook. So, hello, Dad. Hi, Mom and Dad. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Lisa on YouTube, and everyone watching on Facebook. Of course, if you're watching on Facebook, I am streaming to several pages at once. If you don't see my face in the top corner, very likely I can't see your comment right now, but you can always type it in anyway. I'll go back and reply as usual. So, hello everyone again. Hi, Gabriella. Thanks for joining in. Hello, Julie on Facebook. So, another wonderful night for us to come and meditate together. And yes, it is a new moon. Actually, the new moon was yesterday, but I wanted to make sure we have it on the same day we have late night, just for make it easier. Hello, Pat. Thanks for joining in. Oh, hello, Hagazo. Thanks for joining on YouTube. And Ivy. Okay. So, as always, for one thing I want to ask is, have you guys been doing your homework? All right, very good. Hello, Linnea. Thanks for joining on Facebook. Yeah. So, for those who are new, the homework is whatever you're doing, have relaxation and awareness. It's a way of helping you practice meditation outside the meditation hall. So, as the new moon is a event to help everyone and a day of gratitude, I'd like to first off help you guys out. For those who are brand new to meditation, here's a nice little intro to meditation for you all. As you know, we know that meditation is important, and a lot of people wonder, well, what do we do? First, we should know, what are the benefits of meditation? Like, why do we even do it? What's the point, right? So, first, we know it relieves stress. We've heard about this. It makes you happier. It makes you healthier, right? Not only that, it calms our mind, helps us focus. It actually makes us a much better student and also become much more relaxed. Overall, getting big smiles on your face. So, this is one thing that it really does. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are so many wonderful benefits. In my opinion, clarity is the best benefit. But also, one thing I didn't say is that, meditation, because it relieves your stress, you tend to be happier and healthier. It also helps you look younger. Yeah. So, if you're looking for the fountain of youth, it's been with you all along. All you have to do is close your eyes and allow yourself to go in deeper and meditate. So, that's the thing to do. This is why we meditate. So, how do we do it? First, you have to relax every part of your body. Allow yourself to feel nice and comfortable. So, how do we do it? Be comfortable. So, feel like you're on vacation or you're really nice and comfy. So, the point is, be comfortable. That's a very important thing. It's not stress or force, okay? While you may have heard to sit still, don't move, that's true, but nowhere does it say tense up. So be comfortable first. But at the same time, not too comfortable, or else you might fall asleep. But if you do fall asleep, it's okay. Understand that sleeping is actually a very natural thing. It happens all the time. If you fall asleep in meditation, no problem. Sleeping is not a problem. Snoring can be, especially in a group setting. So the good thing is we're online together. We probably won't have that problem. And also I make sure that everyone's mic is mute during that time. So, not too relaxed. But when it comes to our mind, now what we have to do is stop thinking. Have all your thoughts disappear. So everyone, stop thinking right now. What happened? Everyone's thinking, how do I stop thinking? This is the nature of the mind. So, by knowing this, we know that it's a lot easier said than done. It's not exactly, turn off, done. That would be wonderful, right? But that's why we're practicing. So instead of letting everything go, bring it down to just one thing. That one thing can be anything at all. It can be a crystal ball. It can be the sun, the full moon. These are the common ones that I like to say. But in truth, it can be anything. Maybe you like a football. Sure. Maybe some scoops of ice cream. Even your favorite earrings, suppose. Or even your favorite car. Pretty much what I'm saying is that whatever works for you is an okay item to use. It's just whatever feels comfortable at that moment. Some days, for example, this Lamborghini, that was my meditation object as a teenager. So that helped me calm down, feel at ease, until eventually, what I like to use now, a crystal ball or the full moon. So it doesn't matter what you start with, be comfortable first. Because we are trying to balance. We're balancing those two steps I told you, relaxation and awareness. We start off balancing just two. When we get that balance just right, then we're able to balance even more, become even more amazing. So, starting off with that balance, learning how to balance two things, relaxation and awareness. So, this is a nice intro to meditation for you all, just to simply, how do we do it in a simplest way? So, as we practice together, just remember those two things, relaxation and awareness. And don't worry, I'll be guiding you. I'm not going to say, okay, everyone close your eyes, and then go silent. We're here to meditate together, and I'll guide you through to help you out little by little. And of course, the important thing with meditation is not so much how long you meditate, but more so how often. That's what's more important. Your consistent practice is very important. That's what helps us get better, little by little. Kind of like learning to swim. You don't just jump in the pool and suddenly you can swim, right? You need to practice. And at the same time, you can't just jump in and suddenly become an Olympic gold medalist, right? We have to train, we have to practice, and we'll get better and better, little by little. So, now it's time for some meditation. If anyone has any questions or wonders, feel free to type in the chat or into the comments, as always, as I'm always very glad to answer your questions afterward, as we'll have time for that. So, again, let me say hello. Hello, Heather. Hi, Quincy. Hello, Kaleem. Also, hello, Bennett on Facebook, and hello, Sue on YouTube. Thanks for saying hi. So now, let us begin our meditation. So, first, sit comfortably. When I say sit comfortably, comfortable. You don't have to look perfect. You don't have to be perfect. Be comfortable. Feel perfect instead. So, once you're comfortable, gently close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air. And breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Take in a few more deep breaths, as this is a natural and easy way to relax. And once you are ready, you can return to normal breathing. And before we continue, remember to let go of all your expectations. Whatever you think or know is supposed to happen, forget about it. Let yourself feel as innocent as a child. No worries, no regrets, no responsibilities. Just innocent and free. Not a care in the world. We're all just relaxing with our friends. And especially tonight on the new moon. Today, we want to share gratitude and peace energy to our deceased relatives. And as we know, In order to give something, we must have it. We cannot give something we do not have. So that's why, first, we bring back peace for ourselves. Relax your body, relax your mind. So first with the body, let us do a body scan. It's not really scanning for something, but rather allowing your body to relax. From the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. And take your time. There's no need to rush. Relaxing the muscles in your face. Relaxing your chin, your neck, your shoulder. Taking your time as we slowly go down. Relaxing the muscles in your arms. Down to the tips of your fingers. Relaxing your chest, your abdomen, and your back. Slowly going down your back, one vertebra at a time. Feel like you are getting a massage. Releasing, relieving, and relaxing all the muscles in your back. Little by little, inch by inch, letting all the aches and pains melt away, leaving only comfort and relaxation all the way down your back. And allow that relaxation to flow down to your legs. Let it trickle down from one muscle to the next, releasing and relaxing down to the tips of your toes. And just feel your entire body completely relaxed, completely comfortable, feeling like you can sit like this forever or for as long as you'd like. As we know, the first step to meditation is relaxation, allowing our body to feel comfortable and relaxed. But if you still have any discomfort, feel free to adjust your position. Remember, we meditate for inner peace, not Instagram. What I mean is, you don't have to look perfect, but instead, you should feel perfect. As in, whatever position you're sitting in feels comfortable and perfect to you. As every one of us is very unique, our bodies are different. Adjust to you. Later on, if you work on your flexibility, sure, you can try those different poses if you'd like. But you don't actually need them in order to meditate well. Because it's not the position that helps you reach inner peace. It's your mind being able to slow down. And that's why we practice. A little bit a day can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to have many hours. Eventually, you can do that. But it must start with quality, not quantity. When you have good quality, you'll naturally want to meditate more. But if you're still starting off, start off with a little bit a day, and you'll find yourself being able to practice daily, relaxingly, comfortably, and continually progressing. So that's why first we start with relaxation, allowing your body to feel comfortable. This way we don't need to focus on the body anymore. The next step, consciousness or focus. But it's very light. What we do is visualize or imagine your meditation object. Your meditation object can be anything. I recommend the full moon because it's bright and shining, but not blinding. It's calming and cooling. But as I mentioned before, your meditation object can be anything at all. Whatever feels easy right now. And let your mind rest. Stay with this one thing rather than everything. Allowing our mind to take a break, to take it easy. As meditation should never feel like work. It should feel like a mini vacation, an opportunity to relax your body and your mind. So enjoy your mini vacation. Sit comfortably. Or be in a comfortable position. And then allow your mind to stay with that one thing that feels comfortable to you. Little by little, as our mind stays with that one thing, everything else starts to melt away. It might not disappear completely, but it kind of melts into the background. It's still there, but it no longer bothers you. When we practice meditation, while the word meditation means to think, to contemplate, but the act of meditating is learning how to stop thinking, practicing to have the mind truly quiet. But you cannot force it. It takes time and practice. It's very similar to taming a monkey. Many masters like to say, our mind is like a monkey. It jumps around from tree to tree. Very curious, also kind of naughty. So how do we get our monkey to slow down? There are two ways. You can put it in a cage But how does the monkey feel? It does not like the cage. It will thrash about, hurting itself, trying to get out. And when you open the door, it runs away, and it's even more difficult to bring it back in the cage. The second way is to give it a treat. Give your monkey mind a banana. And little by little, your monkey mind starts to slow down, starts to enjoy the banana. And like a real monkey, it becomes more tame. Eventually, it happily sits in your lap and eats the banana. Allow yourself time. Don't think you have to be perfect right away. Or even if you've been meditating for years, you still don't need to be perfect. We're human beings. We're always adjusting. Allow yourself adjustment. And from my years of practice, I've learned that those minor adjustments can be the difference between enduring and enjoying. Sometimes just adjusting your body a little bit allows your body to release and allows your mind to go in deeper. So don't feel bad if you need to move, if you need to adjust. You are normal. It's okay to move. But I recommend do so lightly and gently. This way, whenever you get the opportunity to meditate in a group, you are already in practice. So take your time, relax your body, relax your mind. And if your mind begins to wander again, it's okay, you are normal. I recommend a mantra. A mantra is a word, a phrase, or a sound. Something that helps you feel calm and peaceful, or at least relieved. The mantra we like to use: San Ma Araham San Ma Araham San Ma Araham. You can repeat this mantra in your mind as many times as you'd like, or use your own mantra, word or phrase. For example, relax, relájate, sabay, clear and bright. Use your mantra and your meditation object as your tools to help calm and soothe your mind, and to bring your mind back to your center, back to your object. Sammo Arahang Sammo Arahang Sammo Arahang. Now, let us continue in silence, letting our mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Now that our minds are a bit more calm and peaceful, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So if you have a candle, feel free to light it now as a way of sharing this light of peace. So think of your object and imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean and bright. And at the center of your object, there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. It's quite literally the light of peace from within us. And when we share this light, all those who touch the light can feel that peace as well. So first, allow this light to illuminate your body, filling your body with light. Then let this light shine out from you, filling the room. Let this light spread far and wide, filling the city and the surrounding cities, filling the state or province and the surrounding states or provinces, filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world, and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our co-workers, acquaintances, all the people you know and all the people you don't know, to all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we are spreading loving kindness, let us also make a wish for ourselves, for us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Sape Buddha Parapata Pacheka Nanchayang Palang Arahanta Nanjate Jenarakampantami Sapaso Sapaputtanupavena Sapatamanupavena Sapasankhanupavena Satasoti Bhagwantute. Now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. And now, you may see our loved ones on our digital altar, as I'll continue to do this every month, where we can have our loved ones here on the screen to show as we spread loving kindness. Having the images actually helps me more. I like to visualize each person as I send that good energy to them. And if you'd like your relative to be here, please do send it to me. But in general, we want to share that good energy with them. In Buddhism, we believe that whenever we share good energy, whether it be any good deed, kindness, and we send that good energy to them, it's a way of connecting. And then they also gain that good energy. Why we like to think of a candlelight? Because it's very much like that. Think of the light on the candle. It's not all bright by itself, but it can be shared. You can give your light to another candle, and you don't lose your light. It grows into two lights. It continues to grow and grow. Similar to when we share that good energy to our deceased relatives. So, whenever you do anything good, any generous act of kindness, even as simple as allowing someone to pass you in the road, think of them, send them that good energy. And this way, you can always be closer, even though you might not be able to see them. They can be looking down, smiling, happy that you are still thinking of them. So, thank you for joining in on this. So for today, I do have some words of wisdom that I wanted to share with you, as it is something that we are excuse me, since it's something that we're talking about today as a way of gratitude, thinking of gratitude and thinking of our relatives. I want us to think of how to build good relationships. So how do we do it? There's actually these 4 things we can do: generosity, kind speech, helpful or service, consistent and equal treatment. These are the 4 things. This is a little bit of Buddhism, but I feel this is some good wisdom that we can all agree with. It's very, very universal. So with generosity, we know we can give gifts, of course, right? But remember, generosity is not only gifts. It can also be knowledge, sharing that wisdom with others. You don't always have to be giving things, okay? You don't have to be rich to be able to give. From there, that generosity, as we know it as gifts, there is a good way or the best way to gain the most goodness from generosity. And we say that it depends on the purity of the gift itself, the purity of our intention, the purity of the recipient, the person who receives it, and even ourselves, the giver. These are 4 things that we should think of. The gift itself, what we mean by purity is it was gained in a pure way, as in you didn't steal it to give it to someone. That's a mix of good and bad, right? The giving is a good thing, the stealing is a bad thing. So if you're able to have it some from your hard-earned money, able to make the gift yourself, it's a pure gift. The pure intention, the intention of giving the gift is not because you want something in return. It's because you just want to help. And these gifts don't have to be big. From their pure recipient, as in, if you give it to a monk, a priest, someone who is purposely trying to help others, someone who has virtue, you can see that, the virtue in them. That's a good one. And then pure giver, you yourself. And this is why our masters tell us to purify our minds before we do anything good. Quite literally, centering yourself. Just like in our meditation. Like today, when we spread loving kindness, the best way to send it is to first gain that loving kindness for ourselves. And then we had that good energy, we share it out. So, just like generosity. And also, there's another story about generosity. It's about the cow and the pig. Now they're talking and they're like, why is it the pig is kind of frustrated? Why is it that people, the humans, they like the cow more than the pig? And he's like, the pig's like, yeah, they eat my meat too. They take the bristles and make this and that too. They use everything on my body when I die. Why is it that they like the cow more than me? The cow says, well, all of your gifts are after you pass away. But for me, I'm giving them while I'm still alive. The cow can give milk. So when thinking of giving and generosity, please do not be the type that just has everyone in their will, but is never really a friend during your time here in this world. Instead, begin to be a friend. It doesn't mean that send everyone $100, not like that. It's more giving your time, your energy, which actually goes to the next thing. Kind speech, the things we can do in our lifetime now. Good intention. These are the things that we need. Good intention. It needs to be true. It needs to be polite. It needs to be useful or beneficial. And even most importantly, the right time and place. Okay? Our speech, our mouth, it is something amazing and scary at the same time. Our mouth, we use for eating, we use for speaking. And with our speech, we can create wars or create peace. That's how very amazing and scary our mouth can be. So take that time to remind yourself to have good intention, try to be true, polite, useful, beneficial, and also the right time and place. So, of course, you can always ask more about these another time if you ask. But the other thing is being helpful. Giving your time and energy. Quite literally, anyone can do this at any age. This is a way of gaining that good relationship by helping others. Because this also has good karma. When you help others, others want to help you too. And lastly, that consistency. We need all those three things, right? Generosity, kind speech, helpfulness. But don't do just generosity when you first meet, or do just this at a certain time. It should be equal, always. So what this means is having a nice standard. It's not like you give so much that there's like that you're not able to give again. It's not like go big and then suddenly that's it. Okay? It's kind of like having a friend where, at first you're very helpful, you're nice, and then suddenly disappear. Not so great, but instead have a standard that you help and give in a way. Giving, like I said, does not have to be gifts, doesn't have to be things. It can be the other two things here. Kind speech, helpfulness, and doing that consistently. That way we can build a good relationship with everyone we meet. So, that summary again. To build a good relationships, generosity, kind speech, being helpful, and then consistent or equal treatment. So this is just a little bit of wisdom I want to share with you that I know that you can definitely use, because we are social creatures. We need each other. We can't simply just be alone. As much as you think you can be, you can't. We all need someone. So I hope you all practice this. That's the best that you can. We're human beings. We're not perfect. We're all working on it. So do what you can. And little by little, we'll be able to have good relationships with everyone we meet. Or at least the best possible. Okay? Alright. So now I open the floor to you guys. Let's see here. Whenever I do that, I can't see most of the comments. Okay. Hello Gunya, thanks for saying hi on Facebook. Let's see who else came on. All right, so now I open the floor to you guys. If anyone has any questions or wonders, feel free to turn on your mic if you like, if you're here on Zoom. But I see a few questions already on YouTube. Hakuzo is asking, do you have a physical crystal ball that inspired your current meditation object? Actually, I do. I do actually have a crystal ball that I like to, sometimes I carry around, or sometimes I just have it in a certain place to use when I meditate. But, excuse me. It happened to be the meditation object that our great master in Thailand, Luang Pu, we call him Grandfather Monk. His honorary name is Pratmongkol Tepmuni Sochantasaro. Kind of long, but we call him Luang Pu for short, Grandfather Monk. He was alive during World War II, and he would tell us to visualize a crystal ball because it's so simple. It's just a sphere, a glass sphere. It's very simple. He actually said that this is actually what our mind looks like. When our mind is very clean and pure, it's just like that. But when it's dirty, it's just kind of clouded. And this also means, this is also why many people, when they meditate, they tend to see, actually I shouldn't say, no spoilers. It's not good for you if you know before you experience. It ends up just slowing you down. So in general, just understand that it's a good object to use because it's very clear, it's very simple. Okay. Another question. Hakuzo's asking, what is the oddest monk practice that may seem unusual to those in the States? I guess one odd practice for monks that seem weird for I guess just overall most culture is just unable to touch women. You'll feel like, what? Why is that? You know, it's not because women are dirty or something like that. That's not it at all. It's because we as monks know how our mind works, and physical touch tends to be what triggers a lot of things for men. So sometimes just having that physical touch with a woman can spark images and ideas and memories of past relationships, etc. So this is actually more so a prevention rather than trying to remedy, and that's just it's a practice to help ourselves, to help our mind be more calm. But as you'll also know, not every Buddhist sect uses this. They adjust it. In Theravada, we still use it, but it's mostly just to help us practice, as that's what all the precepts are for. They're there to help us practice more mindfulness, to be more aware of ourselves, to be more careful, and able to still the mind. Another one that would be not eating or fasting. That's another weird one for most people, though nowadays intermittent fasting has become more popular. They're calling it now, they're like, oh, it's a new thing. No, it's not. People are doing it forever. We just didn't realize the benefits of it. So yeah, that's one thing. Okay. Oh, so Pat's asking, how many precepts are there for eating? There are about 30 precepts about eating. You go, what? We have, because think of it as one, it's a way of training ourselves to be more mindful in even our daily things of eating. For example, one precept is to pick the food up and not drop a grain of rice, not to drop even a drop of soup. No, it's really, if you say, it's a lot of manners and etiquette, as well as a great way to be mindful as you eat. So you're practicing mindfulness all the time. Even our clothes. I was talking to Daniel earlier, how this clothes is actually not that easy to put on. It needs to be folded usually with two people, especially in this style. You can fold it by yourself, but it won't look as good. The good thing is you can only see in front of me. But anyways, because right now I'm home alone, so I have to practice fold it as best I can. But also, when you put it on, when you're new at it, it's very difficult. It falls apart very easily. And in sometimes you'll see this yellow sash thing that I carry. This actually helps hold it together. It's good for pilgrimage walks. But back in the Buddha's time, they didn't have this robe. They didn't actually have this. They just simply placed it on top and just were very mindful. It slides off, put it back on. It falls off, put it back on. So each precept is actually meant for helping us be mindful, to be more aware of ourselves. Because when we're able to be more mindful, our meditation gets better, gets deeper. So being able to practice that all the time, just like the homework I give you guys, have relaxation and awareness. It's actually a very simple way to do it in everything you do. Okay. Okay, another question came up. Oh, Lisa's asking, is praying a form of meditation? I would say kind of yes and no. Now, why yes? Because, well, first the no then. The no because it's more like making a wish. Usually it's a wish for goodness for someone yourself or for others. But it can be meditation also because it's up to how you do it. So for example, if you make that wish, but you're also centering your mind, yes, then you're doing it right. In fact, I recommend you do that. Whenever you want to make a wish, you want to pray for goodness for anyone, for yourself and loved ones, etc. Center your mind first. Because when you center your mind, just like we do in our meditation, and then spread that good energy, it makes these things happen much more easily. Funny experience that has happened often. We have short-term ordination practices or programs where the kids or adults would come in for a week or two. And during that time, they would be training as monks or learn what it's like to be a monk. And one thing for monks is we usually just eat whatever is offered. So we don't usually get to pick our food. Like we can't pick like, oh, I want to eat this today, I want to eat that today. It's very rare. It doesn't really happen. Now, normally it's just whatever people bring in. I want to bring this today. Unless somebody says, I want to offer you something special and they ask you directly, then okay. But in general, we don't really get to choose. So I told the kids, whatever you guys want to eat, meditate and make that your meditation object. And they thought, really? They're like, why? That sounds weird. I said, try it out. And it was very funny because each time, every kid that when they did it, the following day they had that food, and they were just like, or either that the next day or the day after or something like that. They're all like, "LP, it works." I mean, no, I used to do this too, back in my younger years. Nowadays, I enjoy everything. I don't really mind, but sometimes you have a craving or you have that wonder or you need something. I tend to have my mind meditate on that, have my mind think of this thing, and then sure enough, someone happens to want to give this certain thing, and then it's what I needed. So, just an example. I hope you do center yourself before you pray, and also if you ever happen to make a little wish for yourself or others. Okay, thank you for your questions. Any other questions or wonders today? Of course, you can always ask me anytime. Oh, did you have a question, Kaleem? Or maybe you're typing. Okay, then. Okay, then lastly, I'd like to give you all a blessing before we go. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light, in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling. Let's brighten up the world together. And for those on YouTube and Facebook, see you guys next time. And of course, feel free to send me questions or comments. Type in the comment is fine. I'll reply as I get to it. And for those on Zoom, feel free to stay longer and we can chat some more. Take care, everyone.